Welcome back to the garage. This is Brad with Bradget Designs. Going to try to make a quick video. It's hot in the garage this summer. Going over the new bulkhead mounts that we have. We'll have these both for the Lowrance active target, as well as we'll have one coming out real soon for the Live Scope, Garmin Live Scope 2. And for those that don't know what these are really great for, is this will allow you to have your transducer, and you can disconnect this at any time. You don't have to run these cables all the way through your kayak or your boat. You can have a nice plug right on the edge of the kayak where you can easily disconnect your transducer, take it with you. So in the package, what you'll receive, there'll be a template here for drilling holes. You're going to need to drill or have a 1-inch hole. We do have a plate, and I'll talk about that in a second. So if you already have a hole that's bigger than 1 inch, this will still work. And then you're also going to need to drill some smaller holes, just pilot holes for the mounting screws. That just makes it a lot cleaner when you go to do the install. I do not have that handy with me, but it'll be in the description what drill bit size is recommended. But you're just going to want to make sure you go a little bit underneath the inside diameter of the mounting screw. But I'll put that in the description. Included with each bulkhead mount, there's going to be a few different pieces. You're going to have a rubber gasket. There will be what I was talking about, the backing plate. And what this will allow is, if your hole's a little bit bigger, this will still allow everything to be held in place. There will be a couple of these little flexible inserts. And this is what really grabs and clamps onto the cable. There is a little cap. And if this comes out for any reason, pretty easy to press back in if you need to. There's a little pair of pliers can help kind of press that in, but pretty straightforward. Then obviously we've got the main plate itself. Now for demonstration purposes, I went ahead and made one out of orange just so to be a little easier to see on the video. And the trick with the Lowrance cable and the way they have these set up is there are these little bumps or triangles, but they're actually keyed. There are 3 of them that are a little bit larger, and I'll try to show it on here. Grab my little pointy thing. So if you can see, this point, and that point are a little bit larger. And the way they have their cable set up is if you have this point directly to the side, there is a little indexing nub. Hopefully you can kind of see it right up here at the top. And so with that larger point straight to the side, that little indexing nub will be straight up to the top. And what that will really help, because when you go to plug in your transducer, but I'll just use this cable as an example, you can see where that little indentation is. So the way these are set up is you're going to want to have your that little bump straight to the top, so that the 3 long posts will be like this. So I'll show you how we set all this up. I'm just going to use an extension cable here, just as it's a little easier than, well, you're going to need the extension cable anyway. So the first thing I'm going to put on here, and this is just a plate that I made, and what this does is it allows me to kind of use this as a stand-in for the actual boat that you're going to attach this to. So I'm going to put that on first, put on the rubber gasket, and then I'll take the orange one over here and put the orange one on. So we've got those 3 pieces on. It's the first thing we're going to do. Then you're going to take out your 2 rubber inserts, put these to the side, and basically there's no up, down, right, or wrong. You will see on the back here that this is mostly a square. So what I like to do is find that longer point where, and this is where it kind of takes, whoops, so there's the little indexing nub at the top, so this is the longer point. So what I like to do, and you're going to put it where the flat face is towards you, and just put it on there where that's mostly, straight across. Then take your second one, turn it around, and put it on like that. And you'll see, yes, there's a little bit of a gap on either side. That's intentional. What this is going to do is this is going to squeeze once you get this plate on. this is going to squeeze and it's going to hold this really nice and tight. So you just kind of slowly slip it on there, and you can check your alignment, make sure that it's aligned correctly. And then what I'm doing on the back here, let me flip it around and I'll show you, is I'm just, kind of hard to do this on camera, but I'm just kind of working this little flexible stuff into this little space. Again, if you run into an issue where you need to get a little more leverage, a little pair of pliers will help. Just kind of get that all pushed in where it needs to go. Spread these out. There we go. Now we got that nice and in place. Just go around the edges, make sure it's all ready to go. Then you're going to slide your backing plate up, and this will also compress the rest of this, so it doesn't have to go all the way right away, but you want to get that on nice and tight. And then obviously the gasket would go on there next. So basically this is what it's going to look like as it goes next to the side of your boat, your kayak, wherever you want this mount to be. So we're just going to use this just kind of as a stand-in. It all will sandwich together. Then obviously, I've got some machine screws here just as just to show as an example of how this is all going to look once it's done. Back that off a little. Put a couple more in. And obviously be careful, as you're tightening this down. This is plastic, so try to avoid any impact drivers. Just want to get it to where it's nice and snug. It's going to provide a nice waterproof protection. If you do want to go ahead and put down some silicone or something, this would be the time to do it as well. And we'll put the third one in. Tighten that one up. And then obviously you got your cap. Snaps right on. That'll keep your connection nice and waterproof. Just pop that off whenever you're ready to connect. I'm just going to use the other end of this cable here just as an example. And all you do, you're going to come up, you're going to find that little indexing notch. Well, I can find it. There it is. Maybe I don't have it. There it is. And then snap it in place, and away you go. So again, this is what's great about it. So you're coming off the water, you don't want to have your transducer constantly connected. You just pull it off, take your transducer with you. This stays attached to your boat, your kayak, and you're good to go. We will have these up by the time you see this video. There's a link down in the description. As always, appreciate it. Please reach out with any questions. Thank you.